Hello ladies and gents, this is another video brought to you by Ants Hood, and today I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm doing an update on a product review and of course a Christmas giveaway. It is the season to be given, don't forget. Now you might ask yourself, why would I revisit a review that I only did a couple of weeks ago? And that's because he's already changed some bits and he wanted me to have a look at them. First thing he's done is he's changed the glass to plastic. Now this makes it a bit more robust, less likely to break in the post, etc. But there's still an option to go for glass if you choose. He's also made the base slightly shorter. Now those of you watched my other video, which I'll link at the top right corner now, know what I'm talking about here, but I'll explain it again in a second. Now, like I said, if you watched that video, you know I couldn't stack them end to end with the heat cable being on the outside rather than going down the middle. So I didn't quite get that gradient that I might have wanted. But he took on board what I said. He's made the tray slightly smaller, so now you can stack them end to end. Now, with this being a modular thing, it's all about versatility. So to add this extra level of versatility, to me, improves the product, because it's all about adapting, changing it how you want it and stuff like that. So doing this kind of opens it up a bit more, and it's really cool that me being a small little ant YouTuber person that I am, that somebody's taken on board what I've said and changed their product. So kudos to Ants Hood for listening, man. I think I'm going to ask Ants Hut to change his name because it sounds too much like Ants Hood. It confuses me. Anyway, some of you might be asking at the opening picture, what are those weird things in the top right corner? Well, I'm about to tell you. Now, what these actually are is that they're feeding trays, and they're designed to work with the modular system, which is pretty good, to be fair, and I'll talk through that in a second. But first, I'll just talk about how they work. Now, with my butterfingers dropping them. Now, let me get a pointy stick. And pointy stick in the form of an Allen key. Like, this big opening here is where you'd put your protein, such as like dead fruit flies and things like that. And this end one here, this tiny one, is for your honey water. Now, you guys know as well as I do that when you get your first anitics, it's pretty likely that a couple will drown get into the honey. Now, if you think about it this way, normally we won't be too concerned about one or two ants dying in the honey water or something like that. But when you're in a foundation stage and she's only got a small number of workers, let's say 5, one drowns, that's 20% of a workforce gone. So this helps prevent it. I'm not saying it's going to get rid of it, but it'll definitely help prevent it, because it'll help the ants to hold on, to sit onto something and then take it from a small part rather than drowning in the bigger thing. Now, I'm not saying small ants won't drown, because they still might, but it'll help prevent it. Doesn't work in the side like this. I was just playing around with it, but I did think when I seen this that if you've got a species that's sensitive to large spaces, or you want to make them more comfortable in cutting down this nest even further, is you can stick it in the middle and it'll half the nest. Now, it's not designed for that, it's just me speculating now, but it's an idea. Now, this is not a bad idea for a test tube holder, because it keeps it level and flat and always at the same angle, which is cool. It does, the front end slightly shorter than the back end, as you can see here. The logic behind that is that the water in the test tube, when it starts going low, will naturally go towards the cotton wool. I did say to him, I don't think this really matters, because if the water's that low anyway where you need to do this, you're probably going to look at replacing the test tube anyway. But he's going to make the front end a bit longer, so a heat cable can easily pass underneath it as well, so it's not too bad. Now, you can stick a cotton wool in the end here, and the reason why I've shown that is because if I was keeping this kit, what I would do is, as soon as I get the ants, put this end on, so I can get access to feeding them quite easily, and then I can just stick the cotton wool in like I would normally. But when I come to moving them on, I just take it out, stick the tube in like so, stick it into a nest. Bob's your uncle, very quick, not likely to get many escapees, especially if there's quite a few in there. It's a quick process, minimal stress. I like that idea of it, and to tell you the truth, I'm probably going to go to shop and buy some of these myself. Right, now it's time for the giveaway. Everything you see in this photo, you're going to get. You're going to get the updated modular nest with the Christmas colours being white and red. You're going to get the 2 feeding trays, the test tube holder, and the adapter thingamajiggy to plug it into most nests. Ants Hut have also said they'll give a 10% discount to the winner. So not only do you get this module set up as you see here, you can then go onto the website and expand it with a bit of a 10% discount. So win-win. So now you're going to ask, how do I win this? Now, to sound like a standard YouTuber, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Now, I normally try and avoid that cheese, but it's got to be done, guys, sorry. Then all you need to do is leave a comment. The comment can be anything, could be like your video, hate your video, but I want to win. Anything like that, and you'll be entered in, providing you're subscribed. It would be helpful as well if you sign up to my Facebook group. It's not a necessity, but if you could, so I can contact you, that would be helpful. So the competition obviously starts today with this video. Next week, which is Friday the 11th of December, I'm looking at closing the competition. So my video on the Saturday, I'll be able to announce the winner, and I can post it week commencing the 14th, so it can get to you before Christmas. Don't forget, guys, I don't care what country you're in, I'll post it to you regardless. Antarctica might be a bit expensive though. So, in my last video, I asked your opinion. Should I go and try and get some Asian marauder ants? And everybody said, yes, go for it. I wasn't a bit sure myself, because they're quite advanced ants to keep, but you guys have pushed me to it. So I've got some on order. They should be here this week. So, fingers crossed, I'll have them and I'll be able to do a video on them. But anyway, that's it for today then, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye for now.